We don't always love all the cakes that we make, and in this video, I'm showing you 8 of them that drove me a little insane. Hi, it's Karolyn. If you want to learn how to bake and decorate amazing cakes, then I would love for you to join me by hitting subscribe and the bell. So today, I'm just going over 8 different cakes that I made that drove me a little crazy. We don't always love everything that we do, and these are themes or designs that I did once or twice and I will never do them again. Now, little disclaimer here, I'm not making this video to complain. Well, maybe I am a little bit. But I want to say I am so grateful for my job. I love what I do, but sometimes I hate what I'm doing. And I'm sure you guys can relate as well. And before we get started, I just want to thank you guys. I am so grateful for all of you. I just hit 60K and I would not be here without your support. And I just love this community. I am learning so much from you guys. You know, sometimes you guys recommend things to me and I'm like, duh, why didn't I think of that? And I'm so grateful. So I just love this community that we have and I'm grateful for your support. I'm looking forward to providing more content to help you guys out. So let's get started with number 1. And if you've watched my videos, you know what I'm going to say. Minecraft. And I hate Minecraft so much, and I'm going to show you why. So years ago, it was probably 10 years ago, and I still have nightmares about it. So I was given this picture probably like 10 years ago or so. And I looked at it and I was like, I could do that. You ever look at a cake and you think it's going to be so easy, and then you try to do it and it's a nightmare? Well, that was this. Because there is some kind of weird mathematical equation that is required to figure this out, to get the squares to line up perfectly on the sides and in the middle and have everything meet together, and it was such a nightmare. So I ended up making this, and it was hours and hours and hours, and I was crying, and it was just horrible, and I was like, I'm never making a Minecraft cake again. So I don't, and I lie. I have made Minecraft cakes, but I'm never going to do that stupid cube anymore. All right, that's enough about Minecraft. Let's move on to the second one. And I believe I mentioned this in other videos as well. This frickin' Philly Fanatic cake. Ugh, I'm still mad about it. Wait, I need to namaste after I make this video because I'm getting angry, but that was another one. It was a friend, so luckily she understood. But he just looks a little off and his arms were falling down. I had to drive like 45 minutes to Jersey in the summer. It was hot, it was falling apart. I couldn't get the arm to stay on. I don't even remember what I did. I probably like squeezed a bunch of icing and like pushed it on there. It was probably a mess, and I apologized to her in advance because I know when she cut the cake, it was going to be an entire mess on the inside. I'm just not good at these 3D sculpted cakes. And I think this is what turned me off because I never want to make them again. I'm sure I could get better if I tried, but I don't even want to try. So I love the Phillies, but I hate making that stupid Fanatic. Number 3. And this is a trend that is kind of older, but people do still ask for this from time to time. And that is these cupcake cakes. Oh my gosh, I think that this is the only one that I ever made because I was so annoyed. Do you realize how much icing is required to be able to spread it across all the cupcakes and have it smooth and look all nice? And in theory, you're supposed to be able to pull it apart and have your cupcakes. No, there's so much icing on there. Like you probably have to get a knife and cut around each one. I hate it. I don't think that they serve a purpose. I think it's wasteful. You use too much icing, and I don't even think they look good. So I always turn those down. Number 4. And thank God this is a trend that has died because it is these creepy pregnant belly cakes with the foot. And I just can't. I made a few of them, and I hated them so much. And this one is actually kind of cute because it has the ruffles on the dress and there's no foot. But I just hated that theme. I just thought it was so weird. You're like cutting into like a chest and a belly and eating a foot, and it was just so weird to me. So I will never make one of those again, even if somebody asks, and hopefully nobody ever asks because it's stupid. On to number 5. And I know I always say this along with the pregnant belly, but this baby bum, another, like, can we not make like body parts on our cakes? I just think it's so weird. So it's just anything with feet, I think, freaks me out a little bit. And then I had to make this one, which was twice of a nightmare because I had two right next to each other. And luckily, it's an old school theme that people don't really order anymore because I ain't making it. Number 6. This is one of those that I did not want to take on, and somebody begged me and, oh, you can do it, you can do it. And I was like, all right, let me try. And it is this Citizens Bank Park cake. What is this? Oh my gosh. I think I saw a picture that was similar and I was like, oh, I can do that. And it ended up being a nightmare. Something with the Phillies. And I love the Phillies, but the Fanatic and the Citizens Bank Park, like, no, I can't. I can make Phillies cakes. I make really nice Phillies cakes. They look so pretty. Can we just not do the stinking ballpark? But I did a hexagon cake, first of all, and I just think the whole thing looks weird. I think the date on there says something like 2010, so it was a long time ago. I don't even know what I did with this, and I was so happy to get rid of that and never have to make one again. On to number 7, and that is any kind of 3D vehicle. And I'm going to start with this Scooby-Doo mystery machine that I am still mad at Kate for making me make this. And you ever have one of those customers that's like, oh, come on, you can do it, please, please. And you just do because they're harassing you. And now I can stand up for myself and say, no, I'm not making your stupid car cake. Because it looks dumb. It just doesn't look good. And then I try it again with this yellow, what is it, bumblebee or whatever it is. And I've shown this in other videos before, and I'm still mad at Karolyn and Kate for making me make these car cakes. I'm just not good at it, and I don't want to learn how to be better at it because I'm really good at other things and I like to stick to that. No 3D car cakes, that ain't my jam. If I'm making a car cake, I will do something like this with 2D figures that looks so much better than me trying to sculpt a car. And the 8th and final one is one that I just made last week, and I was going to film this cake and do a tutorial on it until I started making it, and I wanted to throw the thing out the window. It is this 90s theme cake, and there is a picture that is going around. I will see if there's a watermark on it or if I can find the original artist to credit them. But this 90s cake was the inspiration, and how adorable is that, right? Like, it looks so cute, but she wanted this cake with a few modifications in color and design, and getting those pieces of fondant on the cake is a nightmare. And I don't ever want to do that again. And it requires the cake to be refrigerated and then quickly take it out, wrap that fondant on there, get it in the right spot, cut it, and put it back in the fridge. The cake has to be cold when you're doing it, because if you try to put these fondant pieces up the side and everything, you're going to mess up the icing underneath. So it was a whole process just to get those panels on there. It was probably like 2.5 to 3 hours. I was just so annoyed with this cake. And also, this is one of those ones where she wanted it shorter and wider. And it's like 7-inch, 9, and the bottom tier is a 3-layer, 11-inch cake. And it's just like, I feel like if I had free reign with this, I could make it look so much better. But I just didn't love it. But thankfully, the customer did, and I guess that's all that really matters. But I ain't about this life. I ain't gonna make this cake again. It was just a nightmare. So there's my list of these 8 cakes that drove me a little insane that I'm never gonna make again. What themes drive you crazy? What cakes have you made in the past that you're like, all right, I tried it once, I'm never gonna do it again? I would love to know. Leave them in the comments below. And again, I'm not making this video to complain, albeit I know I am complaining, but I don't love everything that I do, and I'm human. Like, not all the themes that I have are going to be home runs, pun intended, with the fanatic and the ballpark. But it made me realize you don't have to make all the cakes. You don't have to take on every order that comes your way. And I know in the beginning you're so excited to get the orders and you want to take on as much as you can, but I'm telling you, from experience, your sanity is worth so much more than taking on a cake that you're going to be up until 3 a.m. and you're going to be crying and you're not going to be getting compensated the way you should. And it's just better off to give that to someone else who knows what they're doing. So I think that's it. Please like this video if you liked it. And if you are enjoying my tutorials, I would be so grateful if you could buy me a coffee. My link is pinned in the comments below. Please keep in touch on socials and check out my website. Everything is listed in the description. If you want to stick around, you can watch this video next and hit subscribe and the bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. And remember, it's cake. Although it's sometimes annoying, have fun. I will see you on the next one. Bye.